Alright, we're going to look at how we can use beat repeat to spice up a drum loop. So if you're not familiar with beat repeat, it's just a repeater effect where it takes an incoming audio signal and repeats it at certain points in time for certain lengths. You get to specify when, how often, and where. So I have this drum loop here and I've tweaked it out a little bit with a beat repeat. And I'll A-B this for you so you can just see the effect it has. So it's just a subtle enhancement to give our loop a bit more groove. Now we'll start with interval. Interval basically determines how often beat repeat grabs new material. So we have it set to a fourth, which means every quarter measure it'll grab new material to be repeated. You can adjust this parameter. We could set it to a half, a bar, etc. Now you can tweak this with the offset control, which basically moves the interval forward in time. This can allow you to grab different snippets of audio within your loop or incoming signal. Then you have your gate. The gate controls the length of repeated material. So for longer durations you would increase your gate, and then for shorter durations you would decrease your gate. So I'll start at 1/16 and you can kind of hear this effect. So we'll leave it set to 3/16, which is where I had it. Now the chance is basically the likelihood that these repetitions will take place. So if our chance is set to 100%, there's zero chance that these repetitions won't happen. The repeat function just allows you to grab the initial audio signal upon activation and repeat it. Now the grid determines the size of each repeated slice, and the variation basically alters the grid size. So these two are linked together. So you can see the shorter the grid size, the more glitch-like artifacts that I get. And then variation just adds more variation. So you have a no triplets function in case you don't want triplets. Then you have your pitch and pitch decay. And this just basically occurs in semitones and percentage. And you can adjust the pitch. And again, that helps with glitch-like artifacts if you're trying to create some of those, maybe for a tech house jam. And then your pitch decay, when set to 100, just means that as the pitch of the signal decays out, it will start to taper off. The filter allows you to determine what portion of the frequency spectrum is to be affected by beat repeat. So it's basically a bandpass filter with a frequency and a bandwidth control. And it's great for bypassing unwanted frequencies. In this case, I wanted to bypass all of my lows and low mids. So I've set it to 8 kilohertz and up with a bandwidth of 4.75. Now you have your mix mode, your insert mode, and your gate mode. Your mix mode plays both the repeated material and the incoming audio signal at the same time. Your insert mode will mute the mix when the repetitions are playing. And then finally your gate will only play back the repeated material. Then you have your basic volume and decay controls for your repeated material. So you can lengthen your decay and have, the glitches kind of taper off very suddenly or over a long period of time. Now this volume control controls the volume of your repeated material, not the volume of the entire mix. So I just want to make that clear. But you can use this beat repeat to add in some cool effects and spice up your drum loops with little to no effort. We hope you found this tutorial helpful. Be sure to visit us at platinumloops.com.